Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of SMW Central 2012 contest entries, overall contest entries. Today what we're going to be doing is talking a little bit about, what I'm exactly expecting if I was actually judging this contest, and then probably start a few of them, one or two today, and then continue on for probably about 5 or 6 episodes, I think. I'm not really certain right now at this moment because it really depends on how long and how many worlds and all that stuff. How much stuff to actually look at. Some of them might take, a couple minutes, one or two, depending on, and some might take like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. It's hard to say just without looking at these entries how long it's actually going to take. So today, like I said, is we're just going to talk about what I'm expecting, and then do a couple of them, and then probably finish it up probably by the end of this week. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing today. Hopefully, if you want to skip this next section, which I'm going to be talking about some things, how I'm actually looking, what I'm looking for in each of these entries, if I was actually judging it, you can skip that, and then I'll just have a link or somewhere in the description or the video box, and you'll be able to skip through all this stuff. Probably shouldn't take more longer than 3 or 4 minutes, I think. So let's just get started so I can quickly go over this. The first thing I'm going to be doing is, first thing that I'm going to be looking for is, there's 7 things I'm actually going to be looking for. The first thing is the graphics. Obviously, you need to make sure that the graphics look good. They actually work. The colors, no glitching, no cutoff, all that kind of stuff. I'll probably point that out during while I'm talking about it. And I'll probably have like circles or things like that to actually represent where the problems are, if it's not very clear where they are. As far as the path and exits, obviously you want to make sure the paths work. They don't go to weird places, or they don't go off screen and crash the game or whatever. You don't want any of that. As long as you have that and you have a variety of paths, straight pass, long pass, curved pass, short pass, as long as you have all that, then you should be fine. And obviously, you need to make sure your exits work, your stars work, your pipes work, all of that works. So, names, that's a very easy one. As long as you spell everything correctly for the most part, it should be fine for the names. Sprites, if you use sprites, some people might not use sprites, like the piranha plants or the cheap cheeps or any of that stuff. Some people might not use that, so I don't really have that into consideration if they don't have it. If you do have it, all I say is just make sure that they work and they look good and they do what they're supposed to do. So, and they have some kind of a purpose too. They have to be there for a reason. Otherwise, can just simply eliminate them. Because there's ways that you can actually spam sprites on an overworld, and it really is not necessary to do that. Because slow down, because slow down. Okay, anyways, enough of that rambling about that. As far as the other three, continuity, you got to make sure that when you're climbing a vine, you're actually climbing, not walking. And when you're walking over, straight past, make sure that the land is level and all that stuff. It's the simple things. Pretty much simple things that people should have. That's pretty much what I'm going to be looking for in terms of, all that stuff. As far as compactness, you want to make sure that, you don't want large areas of nothingness, and you don't want small areas of compact, lots of stuff packed into one area. So as long as you don't have one of those overabundance or underabundance of stuff, then you should be fine with that. And as far as innovation, this is probably the most difficult section for the most part. What I'm looking for in that section is pretty much, do you do something different that nobody else does? Is your thing memorable? That's really the key question for a lot of these. That's really what's going to push, the winner versus second or third place, is somebody who can create something that's really amazing, but at the same time memorable, that I can, like, after I see 10 entries, I should be able to remember what was in that entry. So as long as you have all that, you should be fine. As far as what I'm going to give numbers between 0 and 5. 0 obviously is terrible. For the most part, you won't get a 0 unless you do some kind of a joke thing, you know. And I mean, I've seen it. I've looked at the vanilla entries. I know that there was like 96 entries or something like that, 90 something entries, and there was there was a couple, like 4 or 5 of them that were just jokes. So obviously, oops, microphone. Sorry about that. The 0 and all that. I mean, it was really bad, you know. So those obviously those get 0s, but as long as you have put effort into your as long as you put effort into your overworld, you will not get a 0. You will at least get a 1. So, and 1 is bad, 2 is okay. For the most part, most people will probably get a 2 on this thing. 3 is good, 4 is great, and 5 is exceptional. The only way to get a 5, in my opinion, is if everything is perfect, you know, and that's pretty much impossible or improbable. So for the most part, if you get a 4 if I give you a 4, pretty much you're good. You know, that's the best possible score typically that I give. Because if I looked at it hard enough, I probably could find something wrong with your thing, you know, the cutoff or whatever, you know. So there's no way that it's going to be a 5. But it definitely will be a 4. So if you get a 4, that's pretty much the high that you can pretty much get from me. So, and even I wouldn't give myself a 5 because there probably is something I missed, or, you know, everybody misses something. So that's why the 5 is not there. Anyways, so yeah, in a few more minutes, I'll probably start up the first thing now that I finished talking about all of that. So hope you guys enjoyed this series. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back here now, and I guess we'll get started. I think we'll probably be able to do 2 or 3, 2 for sure today, and then we'll see how much I can actually get done. So, hopefully everything is in, hold on one second. It's not in this box. Okay, so, let's see. This one is 1337 Hammer Brothers, I think, and it has a 4 and 0 and something, okay? So let's see if there's anything new or different about this. Oh. Why is it not going? Oh, wait. Pressing the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, that's a great way to start. Absolutely. 13374 Hammer Brothers Overworld Submission. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look now. And let's see. Can I use the thing? Yeah, I can. Looks pretty good so far, if I can see. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty good right here so far. I have to say, starting off, it's actually not too bad. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna go in the order of alphabetical order. I'm not gonna actually have anything. Let's see. See, that's the sand. That looks a little weird though. That should probably, there's these tiles right here that should probably not be those things. Because I mean, you have the ground. You have some kind of ground there. That looks weird though. I don't know. Other than that, that looks weird. Yeah. There's those tiles there that probably shouldn't be there. Let's see, grassy hills. Oh, he has that little, what is it, keyhole sign? Huh. That looks a little weird. The castle is sitting up, but I'm actually standing above the water. It's black and white cave, grassy secret. For the most part, it looks good. Okay, so let's keep going now. Grassy has 5, castle number 1 more. And he's climbing, that's good. Wow, this looks a little weird. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily like this, because it looks... Well, we're looking at the cloud like from a side angle, and Mario's kind of like, well... Let's see, Castle 2, Iggy, I don't know. I don't know how this is starting. This is not starting off so... This is starting off okay. Let's see, go this way. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh. Oh! Well, that was really weird. I didn't like that at all. That was kind of, ugh. That was kind of weird though, because it's not very clear when you have all of the stuff there at the same time. You can't really tell which direction is what or what goes to what place. Specifically that star. There's so many things going on at the same time. Big palm tree. Well, so far that looks good. Desert fort, desert cave. Let's see, desert beach. Okay, there. That looks weird though. This is a continuity problem. Oh no. Okay, well. Mountain beachfront. Let's see. Mountain Springs, Mountain Base, Haunted Estate. So far everything's... I have to say everything's spelled right so far. Ball Hills, Ball Hills Secret, Castle Roy, Snowy Plateau, Manor, Ball Hills. I haven't seen any sprites though yet. Well, maybe a little bit later. I know that there has to be like 7 or 8 worlds. There has to be a lot of worlds to actually get anything. Let's see, what's this? Where does this take us? Okay. Okay, go back. Go back. I don't need to go there yet. Okay. Can go here. Entering the forest. So far, yeah, everything looks like they're spelled correctly, which is good. So the name section looks fine. As far as, you know, compactness, I would have to say, this is not too bad for a forest. And we have another forest stage. Haunted Meadow. Soggy Swamp. Separating is not spelled right. S-E-P-A-R-A-T-I-N-G. Where does this go? This is really weird. I'm not sure where everything is. Fiery Secret. Fiery Cave. I don't know if fire... I think fiery is a word, so... if I'm not mistaken. Looks good perspective-wise. So there's a couple of edges here with the light edges that don't really go well with this thing. Not really a fan of that. Okay. So far looks fine. I'm not sure why though we have 2 forest stages though, forest worlds. We have 1 in 5 and we have 6, and now we have another one with 7. Why is there so many forest stages? Icy is not spelled right. It's I-C-Y. Let's see. Well, it looks fine. Like I said, it looks fine for the most part, but I'm not sure why we have... Let's see, why does that take me there? Okay, well that takes me there. Trying to figure out everything. Man, this is gonna be a while for me. Why does that one take me there? No. Okay, so... Alright, so as far as what I've seen, there's a few graphical problems I would have to say. I pointed them out. The paths for the most part look good. Continuity. The exits actually look fine. They don't have any vanilla exits, so I don't know what's okay. As far as names were fine, although that should have comma. That should have a, not comma, but a quote, you know. Quotation, yeah. Apostrophe, I mean, what am I saying? Should have apostrophe. Sprites, nothing. Continuity. There's a little bit of a continuity problem. Compactness looks okay, and innovation. I'm not necessarily sure if it was anything was innovative, because we have like 3 worlds of the same kind of thing. We got 3 forests. Not sure if I really like that, you know. I mean, the goal was to make different types of worlds. Didn't really kind of do that. All you did was just kind of say, oh, forest, and then an ice forest, which is kind of similar. So if I have to give a number out of this one, I'll probably give it a 2, because, well, I don't think it really did anything wrong, but I don't think it really did anything like amazing. So Alright, so let's move on to another one now. Because I think I talked about that one way too much. Okay, next. Let's see, let's move on. And the same old thing. Okay, what? Blah 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 blah. Yes, okay. Okay, well this is starting off pretty well so far. I have no idea what that song is. And this one is Aj6666 to 4 6s. This one has 3 exits though. That's interesting. There's a little bit of a problem here at the top of these small little brown cliffs here. Yeah, it's green on the backside, but then it's munchers. Munchers look a little weird to me. I have to say though, it's kind of clever. It's kind of clever to use the muncher to draw the muncher and all that stuff, but the animation looks a little choppy. I don't know if as far as I can tell, I don't think I see any like weird problems. So words wise, they look fine. Second world, third world. Ooh, this is interesting. Well, I like that actually. I like the fact that he's swimming in the clouds. L storm clouds, like Akatu's clouds. Let's see. Clouds smile. I don't see anything really wrong with this stage. It's really that's an interesting thing. I will remember something like this, but yeah, looks pretty good for the most part. This one. What do we have? Oh, Boo Phase. Boo Path. Boo Bridge. Boo Island entrance. Boo's mouth. Boo's eyes. Boo's fin? Oh. Boo Castle. Let's see, is there any like graphic? I don't think I see anything really weird or strange graphically, so except for some of the colors, that little tiny rock specks that we have here, some of them look a little weird, look a little bluish, which kind of doesn't make sense. What in the world is this? M. Koopa's Triangle? Oh, Magic Koopa. Okay. It's like, I've heard this song before, but I don't know where it's from. Koopa's Circle. The sprite looks good actually on this stage. The down looks kind of a little weird, but okay. Okay, so I think this is a decent one so far. And a couple of still the same problems graphically. Bowser's Valley, Bee Cave entrance. Let's see. Bowser's Plateau. That looks right. Row. Let's see. Dark Path. Fortress. I think I went through here already. Yeah, Bridge. Okay, so I don't see anything else. So I think we're done with this one. So I'm going to stop here today. As far as this one goes, let's see. Graphics, there's a couple of color problems. I would have to say there's a couple of, weird, strange tiles that are not quite in the right place. Paths and exits. For the most part, I don't know. Looks like there's a lot of these straight paths, which I kind of feel like there should be a little bit more curved paths. I don't know, that's just me though. Well, there's a couple of curved paths in this game, so I think that looks fine. As far as the sprites, they work for the most part. There's nothing new, so there's innovation-wise, I don't know if there's a couple of good things. So I like the fact that they used the drawings, drew the Boo, drew the what do you call it, the Muncher. I like that. I liked this idea. This was pretty interesting too. Once I figured out what it was, then it made sense. For the most part, I think it did a pretty good job. I would have to say this one was a 3. It's not a 4 because it has like a couple of really big issues. Like I said, there's a couple of tiles that are not quite in the right place, and there's a couple of things that don't look quite right to me, for the most part. But other than that, I think it did a good job, and I think it has some really good ideas in here. So, 3 for this one. So that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I love this one. This one's a good one. But I Already liking what I'm seeing so far. So next time we'll do a couple more, probably 4 or 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you guys later. Take care. Bye.